are doing a special holiday story time today. So I hope you are as excited as I am, but you know how we always start our story time. So let's put our book down, let's clap along. We're all here for story time, story time, story time. We're all here for story time, let's get ready. Can you turn your ears up high, ears up high, ears up high? Can you turn your ears up high so you can hear me? Can you turn your mouth down low, mouth down low, mouth down low? Can you turn your mouth down low? Now we're ready. Today we're reading The Tooth Fairy versus Santa. Let's see who wins. So we always look at our title page. So The Tooth Fairy versus Santa is by Jamie L.B. Denham, and it's illustrated by Aaron Hunting. Let's get started. Blue had always dreamed of becoming the first fairy in his family to earn a spot on the Tooth Fairy team. While other young fairies in Toothtopia spent their free time at Tooth Day parties, Blue was learning the names of teeth. Do you know the names of any teeth? I think I only know the canine teeth. That's like all I know. And when the other players were playing brush ball games, Blue practiced flying while carrying precious cargo or trained at the Flitter Flutter Gym. That looks like Blue's having a lot of fun. There wasn't much time for fun and friends, but when Blue arrived at the Tooth Fairy Command Center, he felt prepared to achieve what he'd worked so hard for. Blue was the first fairy to submit his Tooth Fairy application. Then he aced the Tooth Fairy entrance exam and passed the fitness tests with ease. All he could do after that was wait to see if he'd be selected to take the final test that could earn him official Tooth Fairy status. Let's hope Blue passes. The next day, a letter from the Tooth Fairy Command Center arrived. Are you worried for Blue? I'm a little worried. Dear Blue, as you know, only one Tooth Fairy each year is selected to become a Tooth Fairy. After careful reviewing your application, exam scores, and fitness test results, I'm pleased to inform you that you've been assigned case number 500-19822 for your final test. Locate and retrieve the client's lost tooth and deliver it back to the command center by midnight. If you are successful, you'll become a member of the Toothtopia Tooth Fairy team. If not, you'll be assigned to the polishing department for 1 year. I wouldn't want to be in the polishing department. I don't know about you. May the floss be with you. Mo Lars, TEO, Tooth Executive Officer. What do you think? Do you think Blue is going to successfully complete his mission? Let's wait and see. Nobody wanted to work in the polishing department, but Blue wasn't worried. He had prepared for this moment. What could go wrong? He entered Beta's address into his tooth locator device and was off. So what do you think could go wrong? I think he might get lost. If you have a thought about what could go wrong, let us know your thought in the comment section. There were many challenges in Blue's flight path, but finally he arrived at his destination. Blue couldn't fit through the keyhole, so he set his pixie dust pen to the magic door setting, drew a fairy-sized entryway, and flew right in. Oh, look at some of the things that tried to stop him from completing his mission. There was snow, and a scary owl, and some glass. But he finally made it to his address. Let's see if he can get the tooth. He was admiring the strange decorations when suddenly he heard a clatter coming from the chimney. Who do you think that could be? Blue cautiously took a closer look. He saw rosy cheeks, a fluffy beard, and a perfect set of anterior teeth. "You must be Veda's dad," Blue shouted. "My name's Blue. I've been assigned to collect your daughter's lost tooth and leave this gift under her pillow." "I'm not Veda's dad," Santa chuckled. "Ho. I'm Santa. And did you say gift? I'm the only one who leaves gifts on Christmas Eve." "What is Christmas Eve?" Blue asked. "Tonight," Santa replied. "But please feel free to come back any other night of the year." Uh-oh. They're both trying to leave her gifts. Hopefully they just both leave the gifts. Would you like 2 gifts instead of 1? I know I would. Blue checked his Tooth Fairy handbook. "Sorry, Santa. It's company policy to collect a lost tooth on the same night that it falls out. There have been a few cases when that wasn't possible, but tonight is my final Tooth Fairy test, and I have to get back to the Tooth Fairy Command Center with the tooth by midnight." "We can't share Christmas Eve," Santa insisted. Blue was running out of time. "And I can't spend an entire year in the polishing department. There's only one way to settle this." Uh-oh. How do you think they're going to settle it? Let's see. Blue switched his pixie dust pen to the chalk setting to create a scoreboard. "Winner stays," explained Blue. "Loser leaves," Santa replied. They shook hands and the competition began. What type of games do you think they'll compete in? Maybe they'll do hopscotch or tic-tac-toe. I don't know. There could be so many things they could do. They lassoed, they juggled, and they fenced until they knocked over a plate of snacks and noticed Veda's letter. Oh, lassoing reindeer. Juggling didn't go so well. Fencing looks pretty awesome, but let's see what's in the letter. "Dear Santa and Tooth Fairy, I'm so excited I lost my first tooth on Christmas Eve. Enjoy the cookies I made for you to share. I hope you can be friends. And please give the carrots to Santa's reindeer. Love, Veda. P.S. Do you like the decorations? I put them up all by myself this year." Hopefully they can be friends. Let's see if they could figure out a way to share. Santa and Blue realized this night was about more than gifts or teeth. It was about making Veda happy. And to do that, they needed to work as a team. Santa cleaned while Blue decorated. Blue collected Veda's tooth while Santa delivered gifts. so they found a way to work together. That's pretty impressive of them. And together they wrote Veda a note. Dear Veda, Merry Christmas and congratulations on losing your first tooth. We had a busy night at your house, delivering gifts, collecting your tooth, and becoming friends. We both loved your snacks and decorations. They made our visit to your house extra special. Love, Santa, and your tooth fairy, Blue. Blue was teaching Santa's reindeer some new tricks when he got an emergency reminder to return to the Tooth Fairy Command Center. Let's hope Blue can get back in time. It would now be impossible for Blue to make it back in time. Uh-oh. Luckily, his new friend was able to help with that. Santa's gonna fly Blue back to the Tooth Fairy Command Center. That's what friends do. They help each other out. They reached the Tooth Fairy Command Center with just moments to spare. Blue wished Santa could stay, but he had many more deliveries to make before Christmas morning, so it was time to say goodbye. They look like they had a lot of fun. Everyone at the Tooth Fairy Command Center was excited to hear about Blue's adventure. Mo Lars presented him with an official Tooth Fairy badge, along with a list of new clients. And on his days off, Blue finally had time for fun and games. He does look much happier now, doesn't he? Everything was perfect until Veda lost another tooth the night before Easter. Blue wasn't worried. What could go wrong? What could go wrong when Blue has to share with the Easter Bunny? You know, that could be the start of a fun story that you could write at home. What happens when Blue meets the Easter Bunny at Veda's house? Oh, I would have fun writing that story. If you write a story, go ahead and send it to the library. We would love to read it. So I hope you enjoyed our book, The Tooth Fairy versus Santa. I know I enjoyed reading it, and I really hope to read some of your fabulous new Easter Bunny and Tooth Fairy stories. But it's time to say goodbye now until our next fun story time. But you know, before we leave, we've got to do our goodbye song. So, hands behind your back. Where is Thumbkin? Where is Thumbkin? Here I am. Here I am. Did you like the story? Yes, I like the story. Time to go. Until next time. So, my friends, until next time, be safe. Remember to read and have lots of fun. Bye.